Welcome back. Thank you, Pa Solomon, for that one. If you're just joining us, Pa Solomon said, if you fall 7 times, rise up, stand up the 8th time. And that is what you have to have in your day-to-day thinking if you want to progress in life. The falling is not the end of life. You have to stand up and begin again. If you're just joining us, this is Morning Delight, your breakfast show on Glorious Vision Television. Today, we have a topic and a guest that we want to discuss with. We want to talk about the post-pandemic era. I know we're in the post-pandemic era and how to build a profitable business this morning. And we have an author with us, an author of the book Start Up to Fortune, Mr. Hyacinth Aneke, this morning. It's nice having you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Without wasting much of our time, this news of Twitter being Twitter headquarters has been being situated in Ghana, unlike in Nigeria. We have a lot of reaction on social media. First of all, what's your reaction on that? What benefit will it have given us as a country, and why do we have so much unemployment in the country?
Okay, I mean, that's a very, so there are two questions here. One is why the benefit we are losing for not having Twitter located their headquarters in Nigeria. For me, it's massive, okay, because there are ripple effects. Yeah. You talked about how many people are going to be employed. Yeah. 11.
Yes, for major, apart from
okay,
other people,
all right. Apart from that, there will be supporting services.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, organizations that will support them. Yeah. They will pay tax. Okay, to governments. So there are ripple effects of having such a big technology giant locate their headquarters, okay, in a country. You know, the multiplier effect is huge. And unfortunately, I don't think that our country realized that. Yeah.
The second question, unemployment. The rate of unemployment in the country
is
so high.
Yeah, so I mean, there are so many things, but I have a different perspective when it comes to unemployment. I used to have a very vibrant discussions with youths when it comes to unemployment. As far as I'm concerned, there's no unemployment in Nigeria.
How?
Okay, all right?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that this is the reactions I get, everything. There's no unemployment anywhere. Okay? What we have is underemployment, not unemployment. Okay? I mean, I'm speaking for, this is a faith station, and I'm a person of faith, so I'm speaking from a faith perspective. Okay, the Bible says whatever your hand finds to do. The way to find employment is what your hand finds to do. Okay, and there's nobody in the world that their hands cannot find something to do. It might not be what you want. Okay, all right? It might not be exactly what you want. It might not pay you. That's why I said what we have is underemployment. The only people that stay out of employment is people that are looking for what their hands cannot find. But as far as employment is concerned, okay, you can find something, you can start something, you can create something. And the Bible also says, don't despise the day of little beginning. All right? So, and I also believe that everybody is underemployed. Because it doesn't matter how much you are earning right now, you have the potential to earn more.
Okay.
Are you following that? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so most people blame the economy, whatever. You know, we're talking business now, and I'm probably going to talk about it. When you have challenges, it's an opportunity. A lot of people are saying that they are looking for opportunity. Okay, so where are you going to find opportunity? If you go all out looking for opportunity, you will not find one. Okay, but the easiest way to find opportunity is to find a problem and look for a solution to it. And the more the country has a problem, the more the opportunity. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So that's the thing. There are opportunities to create wealth. All right, okay? There are opportunities because the problems are opportunity themselves to create wealth. So when you now, all it needs is that people need to have the mindset of solving problems.
Yeah. All right, let me come in from there.
Okay.
From our topic, we talk about the post-pandemic era.
Yes.
And the pandemic has brought a lot of major shifts in our thinking, and even a lot of people lost their jobs and business. So people are still trying to recover, which is very difficult for them.
Yeah.
So for an individual to become, how has the pandemic affected business, the way we run business, the way businesses have been established. Let me start from there.
Okay, so I always like to make things very simple. Okay, I mean, if I teach and a teenager don't understand what I'm teaching, then it's complex. Okay, there is only one thing in terms of the business space that have changed. Okay. Only one thing, okay, and that's the need of the people. Okay. The only thing that has changed, okay, is the need of the people. So the people that are value thinkers, if you read my book, you know, there are people I call value thinker. What are value thinkers? People that make money by meeting the needs of people. Okay? All right? I mean, during the pandemic, for example, you know, I had almost all my clothes with the dry cleaner, and I didn't miss anyone. So I don't need clothes at that time. My need has changed. Okay, I can be with my pajamas for the whole day and I'm working and nobody knows.
That's true.
Are you following that? Yes. Okay, so you can imagine that a tailor that doesn't understand that the need of his customer has changed. Okay, so the only thing that the pandemic does is that it changed the needs of the people. And as a business person, all you must be doing is following the needs of the people. It's not what you think that the market wants. Okay. So you must always go and find out what does the market want. Yeah. Okay. So as far as I mean, we didn't need to fly. That's why, you know, the airline companies was affected because we didn't have a need to fly.
Yes.
Every place was locked down. So it's always about what do people need. Okay. Yeah.
So what people need. Okay.
So, what are some of the post-pandemic opportunities that are available now?
Okay, so I mean, which day was that? I think it was 2 days ago. Okay, and you know, somebody invited me to speak, and they says, "What are the investment opportunities?" Okay, people are always looking for opportunities. All right, okay, and what I told them is that, what is your goal? What are you out to achieve? Okay, so it's first and foremost. Your goal will determine which opportunity will meet your goal. Okay? All right? So, I mean, when I hear questions like that, it's like people are looking for quick wins. People are looking for, how to make money, overnight. All right? It won't work. Okay? The truth of the matter is that I tell people, one of the problems we have in the marketplace in this part of the world is lack of focus. Okay, and people are looking for different kinds of opportunities. So you have people, doing 10 businesses at the same time. If this one failed, I will go to this. If this one failed, I will go to this. But check the whole world. There is nobody that had made money in more than one business. Anybody that have been successful in one, they only succeeded in one business when the business is systemized, when the business is running, when the business is operational, and it can run without them. They now, move to something else. That you have somebody that made money from business, doing two businesses at the same time, it won't happen. So it's focus. Because you don't even have the energy. Everything is about energy. Okay? It's like, if you have a small generator and you have 4 ACs in your room, in your house, if you choose to turn on the 4 ACs at the same time, what happens? You will crash the generator. Yes. But if you run one and it's running, okay, you can put on the other one, okay, it peaks and it starts running. Eventually, you might be able to run the 4 ACs in your room, okay, with the same generator, okay, but if you start the 4 at the same time, what happens? It will crash. Why? It takes a lot of energy to start.
Wow. Okay, Sam, I know you have a question to develop on that. But before,
I want to believe that somebody like Dangote,
yes,
he has so many businesses.
Yes, check Dangote. He started with one and was successful in one. They now diversify to another.
To get that.
Are you following that? Yes. So that's why I said that, you run one, it's profitable, it is systemized, it can run without you. Okay. People are running it without you there. Then you can now go and conceive another thing. Yeah.
All right, to the viewers at home, if you're just joining us this morning on this program, we have been speaking with Mr. Hyacinth Aneke, and we're talking about the post-pandemic time, the post-pandemic era, how to build a profitable business. The phone line is open. We want you to call in to contribute on the program. If you have any question for our guests. Feel free, the numbers we are seeing on your screen are for you to call in to ask any question. Feel free to join the conversation on all our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, as we're streaming live. We'll be happy to read your comment and talk about that. Sam.
All right. This is your book, Startup to Fortune. And the writer caught my attention. 5-phase value thinking business building model. And I had to run into the 5th chapter to look at the 5-phase value thinking. This, when we talk about phases, I know it's very important because it follows systematically. Can you explain this 5 phases of value thinking that people will take up if we are talking about building a business?
Okay, all right. So, I mean, one of the things that happen in businesses, why a lot of businesses fail, is that, okay, a lot of people say when they start business, where they start from is from an idea.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, so, but the problem is that business does not start with an idea. Business starts with a problem in the market. So a lot of people that wants to solve, you know, to do a business, they just see something and say, I have an idea. You have an idea to do what? Where every business starts is that I have identified a need that people have in the marketplace. My idea is a solution to that need.
Okay.
Are you following that? Okay. So the first phase is that it teaches you how to discover a profitable business idea on demand. All right? Okay. So that's the first phase. How do I discover that this is a profitable business? How do I even find out whether it's right for me? Okay? Because if it is a profitable business, every business that is profitable is not right for you.
That's true.
All right? Okay? What you can do is not what I can do.
That's true.
What you have passion for is not what I have passion for. Okay? All right? So, I mean, so the book teaches you about 8 different ways that you can discover profitable business ideas on demand. Okay? Like I just shared. Now, the first is that what's the problem in the marketplace? What needs does the people have? Okay? Because innovations and new business does not start with an idea. It starts with a need in the marketplace. It starts with a gap in the marketplace. You think that this can be better. You think that people are having irritations in this area. Okay? So that's where it starts from. That's the discover phase. Okay? The second phase is the start phase. All right? I mean, one of the things I keep telling people is that you don't need money to start a business.
Which is
that is very big.
It's a very hard
because I wanted to react to that. You're talking about you don't need money to start a business in a country like Nigeria.
I have a lot of businesses I will have started.
So because you don't understand. I mean, like I did a webinar recently.
Okay, sir.
I was like, how to start a profitable business in Nigeria without capital, and people say fraud and all that. And I say, if you are ignorant, you won't say that somebody is committing fraud. You should come and learn. Okay? All right? So what is the start phase of a business? The start phase is called product development. Are you following that? Okay? So what is product development? A lot of people, like I said, they start from an idea. So they bring they bring what they think people need into the market. Are you following that? Okay? It's not what you think people need. If you want to find out what I need, come and ask me. Okay, so the start phase is actually product development that takes into account, okay, what people need. So you are actually going to the people and finding out what they need in developing the product. Okay, all right, and how do you do that? You start with what they call the minimum viable products. I give you an example. Okay, the guy that wants to set up a poultry, what does he want to sell? Birds or eggs. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Do I need to invest millions of naira to sell egg? Do I need to even build a poultry to sell egg?
Yes.
Eh? I don't need to build a poultry to sell egg.
At least not to start.
I don't need to start. I don't need to be, I don't even need to buy the eggs. So what do I need to do? So what is business? There are 3 things that happen in every business. Okay. Only 3. The first one is that you buy or you create a product. That's the first one. Yeah. Either buy the product or you create it yourself. The second one is that you sell it somewhere for a profit. Yeah. And the third one is that you administer the buying and the selling. And what is business? You exchange value for money. That's business. Okay, so the first phase is called production. The second phase is called sales and marketing. The third phase is called operation. In these three phases, where do you exchange value for money? Where do you, in these three phases, production, buy or sell, create or buy, then sell, okay, and administer the buying and selling. Where do you exchange? Is it not to sell?
It's to sell.
Okay, are you following that?
Yes,
so the actual place you exchange value for money is when you sell.
Yeah.
Is that not correct? Okay, so if I want to start a poultry without money, what do I need to do? I only need to go and identify poultry farmers. Take picture to show that any quantity of birds or egg you want, I can. So all I need is a picture. Okay? And I agree a price with the poultry people. And say, this is how much, if I have an order, this is how much you sell to me. So I have a price. And I go out and with my paper and go and market. Okay? All right? So the only way I can sell, I can spend 1 kobo is if I have an order. Are you following that? Okay? Yeah. I don't even have, if I have trust capital, I don't even have to buy it. The people can supply with, the order that I have. They can supply, and I get payment, and I get my cut and pay the poultry people their own, and I'm gone. And I'm making money. Are you following that? Okay? Yes. So, but the start phase is actually where we are talking about an established product now. All right? Which is the poultry. Everybody knows bird, everybody knows eggs. But in case you are bringing a product to the market, and new. Okay? All you need is what we call the MVB, minimum viable products. Because what you're doing at the start phase is product development. Okay? So what are you doing? So I get a minimum viable product, and I come and meet Jeff. Because I've identified that Jeff is one of my, the type of customers that I need. And I say, Jeff, I need this. I have this for sale for you. What do you think about this product? Okay? Jeff look at it, and Jeff gives me feedback. And say, I like it, this is missing, add this, add that. Okay? Then I take it and add that to that. I go to another person. He gives me feedback. You find out that at the time I'm doing it, I must have captured all the people's requirements. And sometimes Jeff will buy from me, you understand? Even without spending a lot of money. Okay? So what do you need for, to put your product in the market? You need an offer. What is an offer? An offer is just a written statement proposing your products to prospective customers, stating the benefits. You have gone to some site where they put some products and say, I have this product, X, Y, Z. They've not spent 10 kobo to build the product. They just wanted to find out whether the market wants it. At the time you order the product, what are they going to tell you? They say, sorry, we have gone out of stock. They didn't have any product. They just wanted to find out whether the market wants what they are offering. Is at the point where they are sure that the market wants what they are offering. Okay, that's where they now begin to invest time, money, and effort in developing the product. So which is the third phase. After you are sure that you have a product that people want, then that's where you begin to build the business. Okay? All right? So what you are building also for your business is a prototype. So that's where you do the business development. You do the prototype. Okay? So once you have done the prototype, which is the build phase, the next phase is to systemize your product, your business. So how do you buy products? There's a system for it. How do you sell? There's a system for it. Okay, how do you order? How do people supply? Every of your activity has a process, defined and documented. Okay, so that's what the systemized phase. Once you have been able to systemize your prototype, the next phase is to scale. So you begin to replicate the prototype, So that's why you find out that bank has different branches. What had happened? They had a prototype branch, okay, that the business was built, the system was defined, and they started replicating. That's why you have McDonald's, for example, okay? The prototype was built, all right? The system was systemized, and then I begin to replicate it. Are you following that?
Yes.
That's why you have slot system everywhere. A prototype was built, okay, and I was being franchised. So those are the 5 phases of building business.
That's great.
That's great.
That's really great. No, the book, I believe those phases and
they are
in
detailed. You can get
okay. What actually gave you the thought to write this book? What were you thinking?
Okay, so the truth is that I failed in a lot of business. As a young person, I've always wanted to be very successful. Okay, so, and I didn't find one place where I can find this model. Okay, all right? Some people can tell you how to start, some people can tell you how to discover. Some books are on start phase, you know. Yeah, so there was no model, you know, to follow and be able to build, you know. Sometimes, I give you an example. You know, I used to work for one of the oil majors in Nigeria. So after I left, the first business I did, you know, was into hat production. Okay. You know, female hats. Okay. And the only condition I went there, because I belong to a church who has a policy that has branches in 190 nations of the world, and I felt that was the market. Are you following that? So I went to UK. The hat was designed by one of the major hat designers in UK, and I went to China, you know, to bring a container load, only to get to Nigeria to find out that the designer hats, okay, that are brought in is not what is. If an average person have what you are tying on your head, that policy of covering your head is met. Are you following that? Yes. Okay, you know, that policy is met. So I have designer hat that I have less than 10% of people that actually needs it. Okay, so I knew that something was wrong. So what happened? I brought a product to the market that I thought that people wanted, without asking them, okay, whether it is actually what they want. So the product development process was wrong. Are you following that?
Yes.
The luck I had was that it wasn't a perishable product, but that was money tied down over a long period of time. Okay, imagine that it was a perishable product.
With that, you have cited one very practical example of why some businesses fail. Yes. Can you tell us some other reasons why some businesses fail?
I mean, this book is divided into 2 sections. The first one is the value thinker mindset. Okay. I think that there are about 5 things you need to be successful in any business. The first one is that you need to identify the problem. Okay. The second one is the idea. You need a solution to it. Okay. The third one is that obsessively you must be an executioner. Because there's nothing like $1 million idea, but $1 million execution. You must be an executioner. Okay? But as far as execution is concerned, the third very important thing is your mindset. If you execute, you are a good executioner, and you have the wrong mindset, what happens? Your mindset will cancel the result of your action. That's true. Entirely. Imagine that you are working so hard, but you believe that the effort is not going to yield what you want to be. So what is the mindset of a business? Everybody that wants to do business in Nigeria today want to make money. If you are entering business to make money, you are entering for the wrong reason, and you are going to fail.
So why should I start?
Exactly. I read a quote from Oprah Winfrey recently. It says, "The reason I've been so financially successful is because my focus has never been 1 minute money." And I said, what does financial success mean to Oprah Winfrey? So I went to check, okay, her net worth. As at 2019, she was worth $2.7 billion US. So if somebody that is worth $2.7 US said that the reason I've been so financially successful is because my focus has never been 1 minute money. So what is business?
Exactly.
Business is not about money. If you are entering business for money, you will struggle. Business is not about what you need. If you enter business because of what you need, money is a reward for doing business, but business is not about money. What you get from business is a reward, but business is not about money. Awesome product is very good, but business is not about products. What is business all about? Business is about meeting the needs of other people. The moment your focus is that I am meeting it, I think it was Zig Ziglar that says that, okay, if you help a lot of people solve their problem, you will get everything you want in life. So once you have the mindset, okay, that I am here to meet a need of the people, Okay, people will pay you money if you give them value. You know, how would you feel if you are doing business after they paid you, they are actually thanking you? That's a good place to be. They are paying you and they are praying for you. They are thanking you. Why? Because you have met real needs. Okay? So the focus of money make you trample on people. Yes, you know, you are going to, in trying to, you know, come up with your business model, you are going to find out that the business makes money. The first thing you do, there are 3 things you need to do for you to enter a business. The first one is that, is there a real need in the market? That's the first question. Is there a real need that I'm out to solve?
And when we talk about market, I don't think we're talking about where they buy and sell.
No, when I talk about market, I'm talking about the customers.
Okay.
Okay, your market is a set of people, okay, that you want to sell to. That's your market.
Your streets, it could be...
It's not street. Okay, that's another challenge. Okay, you need to be able to define who you are serving. Okay. Another problem that people have is that they build a product for everybody. You cannot meet the needs of everybody.
All right.
Okay, so the first thing that you need is there a real need in the market? Okay, the second thing is that, do I have a superior solution?
So what has already been?
Yeah, okay. Because for people to buy from you, you must answer 2 questions from them. The first one is, why should I buy this product? The second one is, why should I buy from you? Because there are other people. There are other people. So why should I buy the product first and foremost? The second one is, why should I buy from you? Are you getting that? Yes. So for you to be able to answer those questions, the benefits and what makes you unique from other people must be there. So the first one is that, is there a need? Is there a need that is not being met in the market right now?
So how do you identify those needs?
No, we'll come to that, okay? All right, not being met. The second one is that, do I have a superior solution? Then the third one is that, is there a viable business model? So I find that the third thing is when you're asking that, can I solve this problem at a profit? That's when money comes. So I find that money is even the third thing. The first one, is there a need? The second one, can I solve the problem? Then the third question is that, is there a viable business model, sustainable business model that will be yielding money for me on a regular basis? So
how about looking at the marketing and sales strategy?
Yeah, so the first thing is, once you establish that, okay, your business model is made up of 3 things. The customer, okay, what is their need? What job do they want to do? What benefit do they want to create? What pains are they going through? That's the first one. The second one is your value proposition. Okay, all right, So the third one is your, what they call the value chain architecture. How do you reach the market? That's what you're talking about. So that makes up your business model. Your customer, your value proposition, and how you create and distribute the value to the customers.
Okay. We have less than 5 minutes on this one.
Okay.
For people who are interested in the book, how can we get the book?
Okay, so if you want to get to the book, you go to www.startuptofortune.com.ng. www.startuptofortune.com.ng. That's how you get the book.
But you've not told us how to make that profit in this post.
Yeah, so the point is, the truth is that if you are selling, I launched this, I use the same system in writing this book. Okay, for example, I use the same process. Okay, so I only came up with an idea, and I shared it with successful business people. I said, this is what I'm thinking about. Okay. They say, great. So I had about 10 different successful business people who told me that it was what actually the market wants. Okay. Even before I started, producing the book.
I guess we have a call.
Okay.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, good morning. Just following through the program and really enlightening. I'm calling from Australia.
Australia, wow. Nice having you with us. So, what is your contribution on the program?
I want to challenge the best.
Okay.
So thank you for bringing such a wonderful guest, enlightening our people, being blessed by our way. Thank you for the good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Okay, you were saying something.
Okay, I say how to, so even before I published the book, In fact, I use people's money. I have people that ordered 50, people that ordered, okay? So the truth is that once you have a product in the market that people want, okay, and you can deliver it at a price point that is profitable, you have no choice. In fact, you have a problem on how to meet demand. Are you following that? Your problem is, I mean, I published this book mid-January, towards the end of January, okay? As of today, without going to any bookshop, okay, just from my Facebook page, I've sold over 800 copies.
Wow.
Okay, I've not gone to any bookshop, I've not gone anywhere. Why?
But for somebody like me, I would have thought that book is not, I mean, how do I put that? Shouldn't be one of the needs now. Because people don't like reading.
Okay,
so now telling us that
the truth of the matter is that, yeah, so, I mean, the very vital point, yeah, you cannot grow any business beyond that you grow yourself.
Yeah. And one of the ways to grow yourself is through books.
You cannot. In fact, Jim Rohn says work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
Okay, I'm afraid, sir, this will be ending the conversation this morning because of our time.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for joining us this
you
morning. It's been a pleasure having you. We're blessed from your discussion with you this morning. To Tokwe and Sam, thank you for joining me this morning. And the viewers at home, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Your calls, we appreciate you. And to the production crew of this program, I want to appreciate you all for being part of this program. I told you yesterday, Morning Delight is back and better. Tomorrow 9 a.m. we'll be back again to give you another wonderful episode of this program. And tomorrow, like I always say, God loves you, and so do we. Bye for now.